I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I have a message for the day that we will do outside today. I was in a conversation with someone earlier today, one of my soul sisters. We were talking about, just ongoing learning and in the spiritual and ascension field, so to speak, or just this way of life, the way of being now. There seems to be so much information out there, so many things that we can learn, whether it's how to utilize spiritual tools or just certain techniques that we use to open up and expand. And it's okay to explore all these different techniques. It really is. Just, you take what you can use and leave the rest. Just don't let all of these different techniques or ideas or ways of ascension, don't let it overwhelm you. And it can seem like it's overwhelming. So we just have to take, like I said, what we can use and leave the rest if it doesn't resonate with you. So how do you process what you learn and what you experience? How do you learn? Let me say this. How do you learn? Do you learn through your mind or through your Sacred Heart Center? How you learn is also how you communicate with other people as well. So our mind wants to learn as much as possible. That's just what we've been taught by society, right? The more knowledge that we have, the higher up we are in society's status, so to speak. All right, but the more you learn, how does that make you feel? Are you happy in learning so many different things, even if you don't really resonate or utilize it? And sometimes, if you're in, this is how most people realize if they want to change, like with the direction they want to go in a job, or maybe in college they're studying for one particular field, and they realize that, maybe during that this is not the path I want to take, and they change, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just listen to it. If it starts to become forceful, or it starts to feel like you're getting frustrated and you end up with more questions than answers, you're in your head too much. You are in your mind way too much. All right? And we don't want to feel that confusion, right? So what we have to do then, remember, is stop, drop from the mind to the Sacred Heart Center to process it. Drop into the Sacred Heart Center to process it. All right? Our divine blueprint, our truth, resides in the Sacred Heart Center, that within that everyone talks about. Go within. Talking about the Sacred Heart Center. And let me feed some squirrels here. Hold on, I got peanuts down here for them. And then the birds and the squirrels. Let me just throw some more out there for them. Okay, all right. So anyway, so when we process something, and this is how you can always understand where a lot of the communication problems come from, or difficulties, is if you're trying to communicate with somebody that's from their mind, they try to process everything from their mind and not from their heart. Many empaths, many feelers, everything goes through the heart. And we get bored really easy if something doesn't resonate with us. We catch on really quick, and then that boredom sets in, and it's like, no, this isn't it. And because we know that, quite honestly, the answers that we're looking for are very simple. Very simple. When we have that aha moment, that feeling that is so high vibrational and calm and exciting all at the same time, that's how you know you're in your Sacred Heart Center. When it just goes to hear something, and it just, like an energetic wave that just comes over you. You get goosebumps. Goosebumps is validation of that divine truth, of when it strikes a chord, that beautiful chord of divine truth, and it makes us go, oh yes. So how do you process things? Are you, and it also depends too on what it is. as well, right? Do you find that we switch? Sometimes it's from the mind, sometimes it's from the heart. Most people's just completely from the heart, some people's just completely from the mind. So again, I remember finding that balance. That's really the key, and that is the message that we need to carry on through this whole ascension process. Really is making sure you are in harmonious alignment, making sure you're completely balanced and in alignment. Okay, it's not this or that. It's this and that. It's this, that. It's part of the same thing. So and that's what we need to get back to have that complete balance and harmony in our life. So, all right, let me show you what I'm looking at now. I'm going to reverse the camera and let you see some of the birds and the squirrels. So here is my view from my rocking chair outside. It's a gorgeous day in southeast Connecticut, and here's our gorgeous tree we just had trimmed down. And so are trimmed, and just, yeah, when a tree can breathe, it gets its hair cut, right? It allows the air to come through and the sun, and so it doesn't get any disease or mold or anything like that. And let me zoom in a little squirrel. Oh my goodness, look, the feeders are almost empty. I just filled them up an hour ago. Let's see his little squirrel hiding. So yeah, there was another squirrel that was trying to inch its way over here close to me. Here's my peanuts here. I bring them out and throw them out to them. So let me see if I can get one to come over here. Connecting with nature too is so helpful nowadays. If there's a lot of anxiety, there's just so much going on, and that's why it is the message of the day is how do you process life, pretty much. Is it through your mind? Is it through your heart? I tell you, one thing that gets us in harmonious alignment really quick is grounding, going into nature and ground. Have that connection. We're always connected. We just need to be aware of this connection with all living beings. All right, and so it's so beautiful just watching them. We had crows out here earlier trying to get the crows to come back, but they're really, cautious. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to share my little piece of heaven in the city. There's our front arborvitaes, just yeah. Oh yeah, our little secret garden. Always a work in progress, when you have a home. Oh, there he is. The little squirrel is eating now. I don't know if you can see because he's in the shadow, but yeah, let me see. Oh, there he is. Oh, cutie pie. Oh, these girls have no fear. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Many blessings to each of you. Be sure to get outside. Stay hydrated with some good, healthy, clean water. Many blessings to each of you.